Hi there, Taurus. Almost a Virgo again here. Taurus and Virgo. There's been some interchangeable sort of energy here between the two of the archetypes for quite some time now, a few months. But this is Taurus's video. Let's get right on here for you, dear Taurus. I was meditating on your energy before I turned the camera, and I was hearing taking turns, and I was also hearing taking time. I'm hearing taking time out for a number of you. Okay, let us see here how the deck is sort of splitting itself. We have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, the 5 of Cups upright, overlaying the Chariot in reverse, okay, as well as the Magician who peeks through, butting through just between the 5 of Cups and the Chariot in reverse. The 7 of Pentacles in reverse, overlaying the Lovers upright. Gemini's card in the Major Arcana. You may be dealing with a Gemini. You may also be dealing with a Cancer or a Sagittarius. Excuse me, Taurus. The Strength card upright. Leo's card in the Major Arcana, overlaying the Father of Pentacles in reverse. 4 of Cups upright, overlaying the Daughter of Cups upright, overlaying the Devil upright. Devil is mirroring the 4 of Cups. Crossover with, I believe it was Leo. Okay, Leo. Leo pulled, Leo had pulled the 4 of Cups, the Daughter of Cups, and the Devil, I believe. Okay. Nonetheless, dear Taurus, there is here a focus on the emotional dimension, okay, but also that which is physical, that which is material, that which is financial, perhaps for a number of you. But I'm getting it as there is an overlap, okay, an overlapping, an overlaying of what is experienced as a matter of sort of dynamic. Okay, how it is that perhaps two parties are harmonizing with one another, and that which is in a certain way a matter of how we move forward independently. And there is a focus here, as I'm getting it for you, Taurus, on what you recognize as a vision of yours, what you recognize as an asset, as a capability of yours, outside of the paradigm of what is actually physically, materially created or contributed to in a material, physical, financial way. There is a certain consciousness. I almost said Leo, and this is the card of Leo in the Major Arcana. I'm hearing Virgo here as well with the Father of Pentacles in reverse. Taurus. Of what makes us feel successful, of what we would like to constitute our path as a reflection of success. And within that practice, I'm hearing within that practice is perhaps the attention of a relationship, the attention of a partnership that is needed. I'm hearing that is needed, that which is recognized as, I'm hearing, having a certain sense of importance to you. Okay, but the question is, I'm getting it as prioritized as a certain expression of individuality, of independence. What is it that satisfies me in making me feel successful, so to speak, in making me feel that I am moving forward in a constructive manner, not only because of, I'm hearing, who and what and how it is that I move forward with and as, but in what I value and place value on as it pertains to what it is that I am pursuing in accordance with my vision. And it's almost as if, Taurus, the feeling is that there is a certain long-term objective, that there is a certain long-term projectile of, let's say, growth, of matters of material finances and whatever it may be. And then there is the sort of path that takes you there, so to speak, or that takes certain individuals there, that takes perhaps multiple individuals there, so to speak, as it is perceived or strategized. But the feeling that I'm getting for you, Taurus, is that the recognition is that, yes, there is a path, okay? And perhaps, yes, there is a partnership for a number of you, perhaps that which is strategic, legal, or financial, contractual even for a number of you, that is related to what feels to be a certain path to success. I'm here to the accomplishment of certain, also reaching certain milestones. But yet again, there is a certain vision, Taurus, that is all your own, that you recognize is a matter of perception that sets the stage and the path towards accomplishment, as I'm getting it. I'm hearing it as accomplishment specifically, what feels to be like also perhaps a path of stability, of success, financial stability or success. There is the Four of Cups though, right? And the Four of Cups is mirroring the Five of Cups. 4, 5, sandwiching the Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Strength card upright. The Four of Cups similarly mirrors the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ten of Pentacles mirrors the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You lead into this chapter, so to speak, with a point of reflection of what this rhythm of your work, so to speak, what this cycle of your work, what the stage in this chapter of your work has caused you to confront on an emotional level. What is it that I am hearing I still have yet to discover? I'm hearing that I'm hearing yet to communicate. I'm hearing for a number of you, I still have yet to confront in a vulnerable way with myself, as I'm getting it as well for a number of you, of the process by which I manifest what it is that I do, through which I create and capacitate the embodiment of my vision. And perhaps there's been a certain dimension of your work, Taurus, that just hasn't quite fulfilled you emotionally, on an emotional level. Perhaps there is a certain conversation, I'm hearing conversation, specifically here with the Daughter of Cups. Perhaps for a number of you, there may be a water sign involved. Somebody who's got a lot of Scorpio, Pisces, I'm hearing Aries though as well, Sagittarius, I'm hearing Leo, strongly. Perhaps it's been a question of, well, there's an emotional dimension to perhaps the interface in the work, and there's also perhaps an aspect to it that is physical, that is practical. And how is it that I honor and acknowledge both of these perspectives in making what feels to be like change, like progress, like success? And excuse me, Taurus, you have the Chariot here in reverse, right? There may be a focus on actual movement and change by way of and in relationship with and to what it is that we are setting as a certain standard, I'm hearing also, of creation. And there is a certain energy, so to speak, to what you may be recognizing as a new desire of yours. And it's almost like, well, I don't want to just be productive. I don't want to just be literally creative where I'm creating actual things. I'm hearing that is a component of it, but that is not the entirety of it. And I recognize that what I bring and I draw to surface, I'm hearing also to culminate, I'm hearing as for a number of you, is held in how I assimilate with it on an emotional level. How it is that I am also prepared for it on an emotional level, perhaps on a spiritual level, on an energetic level. And there is a focus on self-expression that is emotional, Okay, and that being sort of perhaps a gauging of a direction for you in how you wish to channel your assets. Okay, those which are creative, those which are dynamic, those which are physical, but also professional. Let us pull the cards across here for you, Taurus. But as I'm getting it, there is a culmination here as it pertains to perhaps also what is presented, perhaps on stage. I'm getting for a number of you. Now, let us pull a few more cards and see what comes through for you, Taurus. I'm hearing taking the time. I'm hearing taking the time to rest. I'm hearing to recognize. I'm hearing also what has caused a certain restlessness. Okay. Ooh, okay. 10 of Pentacles again, flying out here, right at the. I'm hearing at the junction with Temperance and Reverse. Sagittarius is card of the Major Arcana, who looks over at the 4 of Pentacles upright. Taurus, you have the 8 of Cups upright. That mirrors the 8 of Pentacles upright. The Tower upright, smack dab in the middle. Emotions and work, finances. What is it that we are coming to a head with? Okay, what is it that we are recognizing holds importance in a material way, in a financial way, in a physical way, in a professional way, in an extroverted way, and also on an emotional level, in an energetic way, on a spiritual level as well. And there is a certain consciousness, a certain clarity that you may feel must be brought to light, must be brought to surface as well. And you have the 4 of Pentacles here. There may be a certain preparation for that. I'm hearing legal. I'm hearing, for a number of you, I'm hearing production. I'm hearing production. There may be preparation for the actual physical move or translocation, or the preparation for what feels to be the upholding of a certain major conversation. I'm hearing it's a major conversation for a number of you. Temperance in reverse, mirroring the 8 of Pentacles. There is a restlessness with this. Okay, there has been a preparation in your mind. I'm hearing emotionally, in terms of your passion levels as well, in beginning to move in this direction where it's like, okay, I'm hearing a worker, and I'm hearing I'm hearing a toucher and a feeler. I'm hearing my assets, so to speak, and I'm not only what I'm hearing my stream of consciousness. I am finding what holds importance for me in my many frames of self-expression. And there is, again, a physical component to it. There is also an emotional component to it. I'm hearing a heart chakra. I'm also hearing throat chakra. And I'm getting that there is perhaps a pressure here in this region. Take it as you will, however is that may resonate with you. Dear Taurus, there is, though, right, perhaps a focus on that part of the body, or also throat chakra in particular. For those of you who may be familiar with how energy moves through certain parts of the body, feel free to look into that. Okay, I'm hearing to tune into that as well. I'm hearing. Nonetheless, there is here a certain I'm getting it as like a restlessness. I mean, I'm seeing it's almost like I don't. I'm hearing I want to bring peace to. Okay. And a transmutational sort of air to what has been experienced on an emotional level, and also on a level that it has been included in from a distance. I'm hearing what excuse me, Taurus, what has been perhaps expressed in a certain way, but indirectly. Okay, and it's almost like I'm hearing that you are confronting the challenge to that paradigm of, well, maybe I come to work every day and I'm technically getting work done, but when I go home, I feel, I'm hearing restless. I feel that I'm hearing I can't keep working in this way. I have to address in a certain way, as I may be perceiving it, what role the emotional dimension plays for me, what is technically experienced perhaps at a distance, or what is being emitted indirectly, as it plays a fundamental part part in revealing for me and bringing to light what it is that I am participating in a creative, dynamic way. And I'm hearing, I am a creator. I am a creator. And what helps me create in ways where I don't just feel like a producer, but where I feel like a creator. And there is a certain budding forth of fire energy, as I'm getting it for you, that comes through by way of acknowledging what has been, I'm hearing compartmentalized. I'm hearing also formalized. It's almost like, okay, well, in light of working as a professional in a professional setting, I've sort of not addressed or laid not less importance on necessarily as importance, but I've laid less emphasis on what is otherwise a matter of feeling, okay, through my work as well. So thank you so much, dear Taurus, for tuning into your video. Love and light to you all here. Have a beautiful May. And thank you so much, all of you, for tuning into your video. And thank you for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscriptions. I'm so touched by all of you. I read your comments, all of them. And I thank you so much again for connecting on this journey forward. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I highly, 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 Taurus, recommend you to check out your rising, ascendant, or moon sign as well. Perhaps even your Venus sign, your midheaven, your north node, the sign that cusps the angle of your 10th house, as that may provide further illumination. For example, your midheaven angle sign speaking to matters of career and public life. Your north node speaking to soul path calling can also speak to finances and career. And Taurus, I'm getting a focus on the crown chakra here for you specifically, however that may resonate for you in particular. I'm getting specifically that aspect of the chart that is related to the archetype of Neptune, of Pisces, the 12th house. Take it as you will. There may be a focus there. Nonetheless, Venus speaking specifically to matters of love, matters of partnership. Also finances can come through Venus. So feel free to check out your signs. If you don't know them, you can calculate them via the link in the bio description box below that I provide. Thank you so much again for tuning in, and I'll see you soon, dear Taurus. Bye.